What's going on, Nerd Nation? This is Sleevecard signing in and welcoming you back to some more Pokemon HeartGold Nuzlocke right here on the channel. And believe it or not, guys, we are actually all the way up to episode 10. 10 as of today, so we've already made it up to episode 10. In the last episode, episode 9, you guys, in case you missed it, we went ahead and took on the Azalea City Bug Gym leader, Bugsy the Bug leader, defeating him, getting our second badge, and we even took on our rival for a second time. Got a little bit of a scare there, almost lost a Pokemon, but we managed to pull through unscathed, ready to fight for another day. In today's episode, you guys, we're going to be continuing further along north. So we do have this path right here, which leads into Ilex Forest, and that's where we are going to be heading into today. But before we head that way, let's take a quick look at our team, get you guys all acquainted, situated, and up to speed. So first off, and leading our party, we have Balderdash, who is now up to level 17. Balderdash really came through last episode, guys, taking out Zubat and Ghastly. So that was definitely worth keeping on the team there. So at level 17 right now, Balderdash is rocking Tackle, Magnitude, Rock Throw, and Rock Polish. So kind of rounding into form. The next big move I think Balderdash is going to pick up is level 22. She actually, I almost said he, but she should get a Rollout. I think there's a move in between there. But I'm not 100% sure. If I have to guess, I want to say Balderdash will also pick up Self-Destruct somewhere in between, like level 18, level 19, so possibly this episode. Next up, we have Orville, our level 16 Pidgey. Orville is holding down the fort with Tackle, Sand Attack, Gust, and Quick Attack. Only a couple more levels before Orville's going to evolve, so hopefully that might actually happen in this episode or the next episode. Got to make it up to level 18 for Pidgeotto. Next, we have our starter, Mr. Lava himself, Cyndaquil, the Quilava, who is pulling down Tackle, Leer, Quick Attack, and Ember. Is that all three of them have Tackle so far? Yeah, Balderdash, Orville, and Cinder all have Tackle. Hopefully we'll get more diverse moves as they continue to progress. And last but not least, we have Goldenrod, our level 15 Bellsprout. Goldenrod is kind of catching up to the team here in the last couple episodes. Obviously has not gotten a lot of screen time since we've taken on a fire, or not a fire, I don't know why I said fire, taken on a flying and a bug type gym. So hopefully we'll get to see more Goldenrod here shortly. But Goldenrod is rocking out with Vine Whip, Growth, Poison Powder, and Sleep Powder. Also, the next move I think they learn is Stun Spore at level 16 or 17. I believe 17. Goldenrod should learn Stun Spore, which will be useful for us, because once we do that, I'm thinking about getting rid of Growth and kind of going from there. And we do still have in our team our little Yoshi egg itself right here, the mysterious egg that we received from Mr. Pokemon. For like 3 or 4 episodes now, this thing has said it's going to hatch soon. So, I was saying, hey, maybe it'll happen today, maybe it'll happen this episode, maybe it'll happen that episode, but I'm just going to stop making those predictions because every time I say it, it doesn't hatch. So when it hatches, it will hatch, and we will have ourselves a little baby Yoshi. But backing out of there, guys, so like I said, we took on Bugsy last episode, so now we're heading into Ilex Forest. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Johto and the whole HeartGold, Soul Silver kind of saga, I thought one of these gave me a TM. Hang on. Does this one give me a TM? No. Maybe it's on the other end. I thought somebody gives you, like, Sweet Scent or something here. But what I was going to say is the next gym we actually end up taking on is the Goldenrod City Gym with Whitney. So I am kind of concerned about going into that just because it's like notorious for wrecking people's Nuzlockes. Let's see what this little guy has to say here. Oh man, my boss is going to be angry. The Farfetch'd that cut trees... The Farfetch'd that cut trees for charcoal took off in the forest. Can you catch them for me? Farfetch'd have sensitive ears. If you step on a branch, they will face toward you. That's your chance. Sneak up from behind and catch them. Do you think you can do that? Yeah, I sure can. Alright, so we have to take on, or not take on, but we have to snag these Farfetch'd. I believe there's 2 of them. In the old generation, it used to just be 1, I believe, and you just had to chase it around in a circle. So, let's see. So we're going to step on this branch here, which will cause it to look at us, of course. So, we should be able to sneak around this one. And let's put on some dash shoes. Oh, whoa! And we're actually going to get our first encounter. Now, the encounters in here... Okay, so it's Metapod. Obviously, we don't have to take on Metapod due to Dupe's Claws. But I was going to say, the encounters in Ilex Forest, I was looking them up before recording this episode just to get a kind of a refresher on everything. And while I'm thinking about that, I'm actually going to switch starters as well. So Cinder's going to come on out. But just to get a refresher on everything, and it looks like we should end up with just like Paris and possibly, like, I think it was Hoot Hoot or Oddish or something as encounter possibilities, because Caterpie and Metapod come out, but they're not, or they're going to be Dupe's Claws rather, so they're not going to be a viable encounter. Oh, we snuck up behind and caught it before it noticed me. But the only other options really were like Paris. Oddish appears, but I forget if it was this game or Soul Silver. One or the other. I know Weedle and the whole Weedle Kakuna line appear in Soul Silver. So we'll kind of play it by ear, but I believe most likely Paris, Oddish, or potentially Hoot Hoot are going to be our encounters. Let's see. Wow, you found a Farfetch'd. Thank you. But there's one more missing. If you step on a branch, you'll face that way, remember? That's your chance to catch it from behind. Sneak up on it slowly from behind. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned this in a past episode, but one of my favorite things when I was younger, when I first played HeartGold, was having a Ghastly or a Haunter behind me, because then I would run and it looked like the ghost was chasing me. Okay, so let's see. So where is... Farfetch'd, I believe, is up this way. Yeah, he is. So he's right there. So... Go away, Caterpie. The other thing that's going to be a pain in the butt is if these encounters are all level 6, obviously we're going to just destroy that quota. Okay, so I believe if we go this way, he'll look at us, and then we have to go and catch him from behind, if that makes sense. Or if we catch him, he runs away or something like that. Yeah, so he's going to run into the center portion here, which isn't that bad because he's currently looking straight at us. Okay, so let's get past here. I would say go down, but I believe if we just go up and like this, it shouldn't be too bad. And then we need to actually do one of these numbers. So this will get to turn around. Then we sneak back. Get him right there. Kawa! Alright, so we snuck up and caught the final Farfetch'd. Now the nice thing is that it teleports us back, so we don't have to make that walk back. Let's see. Wow, you got both of them. Thank you so much. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. Whew, you saved me. Alright, and I believe this guy gives us Cut. So this should be the Cut Master. And then, if I recall, if we go back, we should be able to get Charcoal as well. Let's see, you found them for us, kid. Without them, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. And that is going to be HM01, which, of course, is Cut. Now, the main thing is we have to give one of our Pokemon Cut. I would say the first... Let's see. Wow, you got both of them. Is he going to give me the charcoal? Okay, no. But I'm going to go ahead and walk out of here because we need to pick up like an HM slave, honestly. Because the main Pokemon I would give cut to is going to be Bellsprout, but I don't want to do that since Bellsprout's one of our primary Pokemon at this point. So I have to grab somebody who I believe should learn Cut. Let's see. Caterpie I don't think learns Cuts. Jay's not going to learn Cuts. Edvard's not going to learn Cut, so I think it's just Minnie. Minnie should be able to learn Cut, and Dusty should be able to learn Cut. Part of me says Dusty, because there could be a potential to get Sandslash down the line if we end up sticking with it, but I'm actually going to go with Minnie, I think. Because if we do need it, at least we'll get a stab off of the Cut, and potentially Eradicate to kind of squeeze us out of jams. So that could actually be a decent option for us kind of long term. Not immediately, but maybe down the line if we need something. It could be okay with Hyper Fang, Quick Attack, that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and give Minnie Cut. Where's that? Here we go. Cut. Oh, no. Oh, duh. I don't know why I was trying to do it that way. Because I think in some gens I can just select it in a... It'll learn it. Yes, teach Cut to a Pokemon. Woo! Alright, Minnie is going to learn Cut. So my goal for this episode, guys, is to get through Ilex Forest and possibly up to Goldenrod. I don't know that we'll make it that far, but I would not mind that. So let's come over here. He should give us Charcoal. See, this is the one thing I remember, because I always start with Cyndaquil in these games. So getting Charcoal is definitely worthwhile. Because we can give Charcoal right here to Cinder. So now we have Charcoal and we have Miracle Seed. I forget what the one is for Rock. I know it's like Soft Sands for Ground. I think it's Muscle Band is the one for fighting. But if we find the Rock one, we can always give it to Geodude. If we find... I don't know what... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know that I remember the one for flying types either. But that's okay, because I do know that if we keep going this way, after Goldenrod, we should be able to access the Quick Claw, which is going to be useful. Or, I don't know if it's necessarily useful, but it was definitely going to be on the team. Okay, so as we head north... Oh, okay, so let's see. Ilex Forest Shrine. It's a tribute to the Forest Protector. Come here, Celebi. Celebi! I summon thee! No, that didn't work. I'll tell you, if we got Celebi, I would totally drop freaking Goldenrod. What? Okay, so what's going on here? Oh? Oh! Yes! The egg is hatching. Honestly, I know there's like an event or something in Ilex Forest, but I didn't think it was anywhere near here. I thought it was towards the end. Alright. So our mystery egg has finally hatched after lugging this thing around since Goldenrod. Or not Goldenrod, since Violet. And let's see, what nickname should we give Togepi? I am thinking we give it Eggsy. Let's see, Eggsy. There we go. Eggsy the Togepi. Oh, and Professor Elm is now calling us. I've always wondered this. Okay, hang on. Hey, Sleeve! Great news! A Pokemon hatched from that egg! I knew that giving that egg to you, Sleeve, was the right thing to do. I just knew it! You should come here and show me what kind of Pokemon it is. Click! I've always wondered this, like, how the hell does he know? Like, it literally hatches, and he's calling us to tell us that a Pokemon hatched from the egg. Like, we know that a Pokemon hatched from the egg, dude. And we would be the ones calling you, not you calling us. But, before we do anything, let's take a look and see what Eggsy has in store for us. So a Calm Nature Eggsy. This thing still says it's 2011, so I still have to change that. And Eggsy starts off with Growl, Charm, and Extra Sensory. Extra Sensory is not a bad move. The only thing that sucks is that this Togepi has Hustle, which, thank goodness, it boosts my attack stat and lowers my accuracy when Eggsy's definitely a special attacker. Because if this thing had Serene Grace instead, Extra Sensory actually would not be that bad on it to kind of start off, but instead we get 0 benefit because we're not going to physically attack, and unfortunately we deal with the negative benefit, or the negative consequence rather, of losing that accuracy. So I'm actually going to lead with Eggsy right now, even though he's just level 1 and obviously he's not going to be able to take on anything. I think he actually might make a decent addition to the team if we can get him up to par. So let's do this. So we're going to send out Eggsy. We're going to swap him out, though. Even though all this thing can do is harden, I don't want him to even deal with attacking it while it hardens and back and forth and whatever. But this should at least get Eggsy a couple levels. Let's see. So we'll go for Gust. Let's go ahead and KO this freaking Metapod here. And I'm wondering how long it's actually going to take us to get an encounter in here, by the way. So that should be enough, probably for level 3, maybe 4. Yeah, so that brings up to level 3. And away we go. Is there anything down here? Yeah, I think there's an item down here. Let's see, anything? X attack. Well, that is going to get sold. I've never cared much for the X items, like the X attack, dire hit, X defend, X speed, all that kind of stuff. But I do care for an antidote. Yes, please. Okay, so we've got our little path around here. I don't think there's anything behind here. I think that's just there for like headbutting purposes. But we do see another Metapod, so we're gonna swap. We're gonna do the Eggsy swap once again. And I know this is going to kind of like slow things down for this episode, but like I said, if we can get Eggsy, probably not on par this episode, of course, but if we can get Eggsy up at least a couple levels, then maybe down the line it becomes somewhat usable for our team. Alright. So does that at least get us up to like level 5, maybe? I think that would be the goal. No, just level 4. I'll say I think the goal would be level 5, but unfortunately not here. Okay, so that guy is standing up there, and that should be the guy that teaches us Headbutt. Now, okay, so we can go this way, which is going to trigger an event with that Kimono girl. But first, let's come around here. We're going to come around this way, and this guy, I believe, is the one that gives us Headbutt. Wait, what the hell? Oh. I was like, why are we stopping? I thought I had just had to walk up and talk to him. So he's just busy running into trees. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using Headbutt. You know, most people shake trees using their hands. Just a thought. Oh, he actually teaches it to us. Okay. I was thinking that he... I don't know what. I was thinking that he gave us a TM or something. But I'm actually going to give it to Eggsy, I think. Because Eggsy needs a fourth move. Plus, we might as well get something out of that boosted attack. So let's try this. I'm going to actually go for this and see if that'll give us a good encounter. Because I think if we go this route, it'll I know Pineco becomes an option. I don't know if Heracross maybe. If we get a Heracross out of this, that is going on the team in a heartbeat. Like I will box every person out of this team to get Heracross in here. But let's see what we end up getting. Okay, so we get Pineco, which is honestly is not that bad because it's not great right now, but at least it'll give us like a defensive steel type if and when it evolves. So let's go ahead and swap out here. Trying to think. I'm going to swap into Cinder, and the reason for that is at least Cinder can kind of resist whatever attacks this will have. Yeah, because it'll resist, plus if we just go for Tackle, I'm not going to go for Ember, of course, because that would be ridiculous, but if we go for Tackle and make it past these Protects, hopefully that'll give us like a viable option here. Okay, yeah, so that actually didn't do too much damage, which is good. Because now we can just chip it away. Huh. You know what, I'm going to go for the Pokeball. I was going to say, I don't know if I want to necessarily... Actually, I'm going to just throw a Great Ball. I was going to say, I don't necessarily want to run the risk of using Tackle again and KOing this thing. So at least this way, we weaken it, kind of lower everything down, capture it. But now we have Pineco, which is probably the most excited I've been for one that's not already in our team. Alright, so let's see. So we got to give Pineco a nickname, of course. Let's see. Pineco becomes Forretress. What would a good nickname be? No. What would be a good... I have no idea. What would be a good nickname for Pineco? Okay, let's see. I'm going to name it Bastille. So Bastille is going to the box, but I actually feel like Bastille might make a decent addition to the team. Because once we get out of Ilex, I might actually end up boxing Mini. And depending on how things go, possibly we end up boxing Eggsy as well. Because... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's too early to really tell, but I think if Eggsy does decent, we might be able to just box Mini because we don't need the HM Slave on us like right this second. And that could free up to get Bastille onto our team, which isn't necessarily something that you see too often. Like I don't know how many locks I have ever seen that use Pineco or Forretress, and that's because I'm pretty sure that number's 0. Oh, that wasn't even enough to level us up. You suck. Why couldn't you have been a Metapod? Okay, so now, let's see, we're going to head up here, and we're going to encounter this Kimono Girl. She's speaking to me in the third person. Kimono Girl, lost and all alone. Poor girl lost in the dark Ilex Forest. Spin. What? You remember me from Violet City? You must be imagining. Anyway, will you show me how to get out of the forest? Yes. You will? Aren't you lost in the forest as well? How dare you? I'm not lost at all. Plus, there's only like one way to go. How do you know how to get out of here? Damn. Well, Togepi... Look, Togepi knows how to get out of here, and Togepi just got friggin' hatched in this forest like 5 minutes ago. Wow. Are you going to show me how to get out? You are such a smart Pokemon. See you. I don't know that Togepi's necessarily such a smart Pokemon as you're just such a stupid kimono girl. Like, I don't want to be too condescending, but if you can't figure out how to get out when there's only one path, then I have trouble. I have, like, troubling news for you, and that's that your life's gonna suck. Okay, I believe we should actually be about to exit the forest. There's... and of course, now we get something that's not Caterpie or Metapod. Let's see. Ow! He scratched me! Okay, so we're going to use the Gust here. And then I'm actually going to use a Repel now, just because I want to kind of speed things along and get out of this freaking forest. Because, like I said, I'm hopeful to get to Goldenrod by the end of this episode, and I think we're already like 20 minutes in. So let's go for a Repel real quick. So we're going to use the Repel. Let's see. I believe there's an item right here, because every... Oh, there's not an item, okay. No, I'm not using Headbutt. Wait, didn't we just use Repel? What the hell? Oh, you know why? Because Repel only works on things that are weaker than your starting Pokemon. Okay. So let's go ahead for the swap one more time. Then, of course, we're going to have to swap who our lead is, just to make our Repel actually function. Okay, come on. Woo! Hit with the Gust. Okay, so let's just go ahead and swap real quick. Switch, I don't care. Orville will be in the lead now. The one thing I don't like, though, is the fact that we've gotten this far into the game and the wild Pokemon are level 5 and 6. But all the trainers are enough. Okay, you right here, you should be the one to give us Sweet Scent. Oh, honey, are you making a Pokédex? You must be battling all kinds of Pokemon. Try using this TM for a change. Yes. Okay, so we get Sweet Scent. I believe it's Sweet Scent. Let's double... Oh, it's Taunt. It's Taunt? Okay, it's Taunt. Use it, and the target Pokemon can only use moves that do damage to your Pokemon for a while. Okay, that really threw me for a loop, because I could have sworn we got Sweet Scent here. That is really interesting. I don't know what to think about that. But that brings us out to Route 34 here. So there are some trainers we're going to knock out real quick on our march north. And then, obviously, we have to wait for the Repel to wear out before we can get our encounter. But if I recall, out here, there's Abra and Drowsy. There's Abra, Drowsy, and I feel like there's other things, too. Like, maybe there's Meryl or something like that. Okay, why does this kid have a level 7? See, this is what I'm talking about. So we just beat a gym leader that had a level 17 Scyther. We just took on our rival, who had like a level 18 starter. And now we're back dealing with like level 7 pushover Pokemon. Okay, so Sandshrew. I will swap for Sandshrew just to get Goldenrod out here. So kind of my goal is hopefully that before we run into Whitney, we can have Stun Spore on Goldenrod and possibly Pidgeotto. And the reason for that is I don't want to deal with rollouts. So if we can get a Stun Spore off on her Miltank, it should hopefully paralyze it to kind of throw off the rollout so we're not dealing with endless, chains of it. Oh, that was a decent amount of experience, actually. Do you have another? Oh, no. Now you're going to send out Spearow. Now we're going to send out Balderdash. Oh, so basically we have a counter to, like, all of their Pokemon. Okay, so we saw a 7, we saw a 10, so hopefully this thing is going to start scaling up. No, level 8. Level 8, but he is faster than us, which kind of sucks, honestly. So Rock, should take this out. And we have one last Pokemon to deal with. Another Spearow. Yeah, now, anyway, so the goal is to get Stun Spore so we can hopefully paralyze the Miltank. There is another couple options that I've seen people use out there. One of them is to get Geodude up to level 22, where he would also learn Rollout, and then we send Geodude out against like early Pokemon in the match, build up the Rollout so that when Miltank comes out, we can just kind of like wreck it with one like really solid 4 or 5 chained Rollout ourselves. I don't think that's going to be viable because I really don't want to sit here and grind off screen too much, so I don't want to grind Geodude up to level 22 where he would learn Rollout to then go take on the gym leader, especially when you see I'll be doing this up against like level 6s in the wild. I don't like that. I don't like that Intimidate. So let's go ahead. I'm going to swap out to Cinder. Hopefully get some more experience there. So I really don't want to go that route. The other route that I know a lot of people do is in the Pokemart, I believe it is, in Goldenrod here. You can actually trade for a Machop. And I believe it's Abra for Machop. Or Drowsy, maybe. Whichever it is, you can trade for a Machop. And Machop, of course, you can get Low Kick and Karate Chop on pretty early on. Which is not too bad because one is super effective against pretty much the whole gym because the whole gym's normal type. But I also kind of don't want to do that route because the whole purpose of the Nuzlocke is we get what we get. So if we were to throw, if we were to encounter an Abra, I almost feel like I'd rather have the Abra if we were talking long-term through the lock than would I rather have a Machop. Especially since I can't trade to evolve, so we'd be stuck with either Machoke or Kadabra. And I feel like I would rather have a Machoke long-term. Or not a Machoke, rather. I feel like we'd rather have a Kadabra long-term. Alright, but down goes Pokefan Brandon, who's getting ridden by a little midget kid. Oh, my mom's calling us, but I kind of want to ignore it because I think she's going to tell us that she blew our money on something. He's the best in his class at Pokemon. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to like whip through some of this because I don't want the video to run too long, but I also want to get this bit completed before I end. Because I want next video to be somewhat eventful where we're at least walking around Goldenrod. And Orville grows to level 17. So, okay, so we can get Whirlwind. What move would we get rid of? Tackle, Sand Attack, Gust? No. I don't want to learn Whirlwind then. Yes, give up on Whirlwind. A Diglett, okay. So Diglett, obviously we're going to go into Goldenrod for that. Yeah, but my goal is to get a little further in, just so that way next episode we can actually look into Goldenrod, possibly take on Whitney. I don't know if we'll get to Whitney next episode, but it just kind of depends on where this one ends off. So I'm trying to plow through these trainers real quick, get some levels on our pokes, and of course we still have to get our encounter as well. Oh, no. I was like, oh, level 16? Yes, please. Oh, God, no. No, I don't want your phone number. Stop talking to me about your phone number. No. No. Yes. Oh, no. I don't want your phone number. Okay, so the repel just wore off. So there's a trainer down here plus our encounter. So let's see what our encounter is. Drumroll. Oh, a Drowsy. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. Because I am not ashamed to have a nice psychic type on our team. Alright, so let's go ahead, see what kind of damage just the stab gust will do. And it is not a lot. That was not a lot of damage. Okay, so let's do this. So we're going to go into Pokemon. Yeah, I'm going to swap into Balderdash. So what I think I'm going to do, if I get one Rock Throw, I don't think it'll KO it. It definitely won't KO it now that we've been hypnotized, put to sleep. That might be an issue. Okay, so let's go into Cinder then. I'll see what kind of damage an Ember will get on it. Okay, so we already know it has Hypnosis, it has Pound. Oh, ooh! Okay, so hopefully the burn won't KO it. It has Disable. Oh, come on, survive the burn, survive the burn! Oh! I got cocky. Okay, so definitely did not survive the burn. Oh, that's like the third freaking encounter we've actually lost. Okay. It is what it is, guys. It would have been nice to have... It would have been nice to have Drowsy on the team, but it's not the end of the world. So, we'll carry on. The one thing that does kind of suck, though, is we don't have Balderdash really accessible to us until we can get to a Poke Center, because I don't believe we have an Awakening on us. We might. I'll check after this battle. But I don't think that's going to be an issue, because we're dealing with a Picnicker, and we have Orville. Oh, and we might actually end up getting Pidgeotto at this battle if we get experience like we just got there. So she wants to pull Bulbasaur on us. Well, let's deal with this gust. Oh, damn. Bulbasaur, you so bulky. Friggin' Hoppip got railed by this gust. Bulbasaur's holding out. You could hold out, but it's not going to do you any good. Alright, and finally one more Hoppip. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get Orville to evolve this battle. But I am excited, because that means we're going to be like one battle or one Pokemon KO away from getting Orville to level 18. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good, because we get one more, and this team's going to start shaping up really nicely. Oh, no, no. Stop. There should, there should be an option in the beginning of this game, I feel like, where I can just, like, disable the freaking Pokegear. Like, just unplug it. Nobody can call me. Nobody can call me unless it's, like, story pertinent. No. I'm not gonna battle him. Let's get away. I was semi-tempted just to get the level, but no. Because if we get right up here, we have a little event. So Lyra is coming back. Grandpa! Oh, she already went to Goldenrod. I don't know how she got there, because there's a dancing tree in the way, but apparently she got to Goldenrod. Good work, Grandpa. The Pokemon you raised for me has been as healthy as can be. You look fit, too. Oh. That's weird. It's a weird thing to say to your grandpa. You look fit. Hi, Sleeve! Let me introduce you. This is Sleeve. He's a trainer. He seems to be getting better at raising Pokemon. Well, not as good as you, Grandpa, of course. Follow me, Sleeve. Okay, she's going to take us inside. I believe this is the daycare. Or I don't believe, I know this is the daycare, so... Welcome to the daycare. Grandma, let me introduce my friend. This is Sleeve! Ah-ha-ha-ha-ha. Oh, that's Grandma. Aha! This is your boy friend? I see. Grandma's got sass on her, damn. What? Grandma? What are you talking about? He just happens to live nearby. Ha ha ha. I know.
I know. Since you brought him here, Lyra, you must be sure about his talents.
She didn't really bring me here. I just happened to walk by.
Right, Sleeve? Come and see us anytime. Well, I better go now. See ya! Ding! Oh, I almost forgot. Here, this is my Pokegear number.
There must be some purpose to it, but I forget what it is.
You know you can talk to your Pokemon as they follow you? They do all sorts of cute stuff on the road and in towns. I'm taking notes every time they do funny things. Give me a call and I'll share some of them with you. Grandma! Don't you say anything. We're both trainers and we're both supposed to exchange numbers. That's all.
Okay. So I actually think at this point I'm going to go ahead and save today's episode right here because it is running quite a bit long. But as I go ahead and save today's episode, you guys, next episode we are definitely going to make it into Goldenrod City because we are only like not 5. I'll say like 5 feet, but we're only like 3 trainers away from Goldenrod City, so we're definitely going to take it on next episode. Not necessarily the gym, but we're definitely getting to the Goldenrod next episode. But with that being said, guys, this is Sleevecard. I almost forgot. If you liked today's video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me down below. And today's comment question of the day. Today's comment question of the day is, what should be our next comment question? I'll make it simple because I can't seem to think of any of them on the fly. So start pumping me full of ideas for comment questions and I'll ask them back to you guys. But with that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and get on out of here. This is Sleevecard signing out. Have yourselves a beautiful day and I will see you later.